Welcome, guys. Today is Saturday. It is May the 4th, and we are here for our Saturday morning yoga class. So, welcome. I hope you have a nice, cozy space, some mats to provide some nice cushioning, and we're going to spend the next hour together letting go and focusing on movement, connecting to breath, ridding our bodies and minds of that stress that we collect in our bodies and our minds. We're going to start with some relaxation, so let's go down onto our backs. Let your arms rest at your sides, palms open, face to the sky. We're going to close our eyes and start breathing deeply in through our nose, expanding belly, back, and rib cage. Exhaling out through the nose, feel that same area of your body contract and empty. While we're continuing to breathe slowly in through the nose, out through the nose, we're going to bring some awareness to our face. Let's relax our eyes, relax our jaw, and relax the tension in the neck. We'll bring our awareness and our breath to our arms, and let's breathe from the top of our shoulders out through the tips of our fingers. And then bring your breath into your legs and let your breath travel from the tops of your hips out to the tips of your toes. Next, we bring awareness and breath to the spine. We're going to let that breath travel from the top of our head all the way down to the tip of the tailbone, but it's going to weave itself in between each segment of your spine so that we're creating some space, breathing away any tension that you're holding in your spine. Let's inhale, lift our left arm towards the sky. Exhale, let it float behind us. Once there, stretch out through your left arm and push out through your left heel. And then let that go soft. We'll inhale, right arm towards the sky. Exhale, let it float back behind you. And then stretch out through that right arm and push out through your right heel. And now stretch arms and legs at the same time. And then feel everything go soft. Let's inhale the arms back up to the sky. Exhale, let's return them to our sides. Once there, we're going to pull our left knee in as close to the body as we can. Once there, let's flex and point. And then do an ankle roll, lead with your big toe. And then let's reverse. And then allow your foot to rest. And let's circle the knee around gently. And then we can reverse that circle. And then just keep the knee hugged in nice and close. From there, let's stretch that leg out and we'll switch, pulling the right knee in. Starting with a hug where we flex and point the foot. And then we draw that slow circle with our ankle, warming up the ankle. Reverse. And then let your foot rest. Circling the knee, we begin to warm up that hip. And then let's reverse. And then just keep the knee hugged in nice and close. Now bring both knees in at the same time. Give yourself a giant hug. Once there, we're going to rock gently side to side, massaging either side of our spine. And then let's circle knees round and round. And then let's reverse. And hug the knees in nice and close to the body. Now begin to open the knees, but keep your big toes close. And just aim your knees out over your shoulders, pressing your thighs close to your ribs. And let's take the legs a little wider. Try to get the soles of your feet close together and pull your heels down towards your body, breathing into inner thighs and outer hips. And then let's bring our knees back together. Once they're back together, spread your toes out wide, scrunch them in tight, spread wide, scrunch tight, spread wide, scrunch tight, and then let your feet relax. Now let's rest the feet down on the mat. Keep your feet about hips distance apart, toes pointing inward, heels out, arms at our sides, palms to the sky. Begin to tighten the belly and peel off the mat, lifting your hips up into shoulder bridge. So we want to feel the work in the buttocks and the hamstrings, no weight in the neck, no tension in our knees. And then exhale, slowly press back down, one segment at a time. Again, inhale, let's peel off the mat, pressing those hips nice and high. And then exhale, we're back down. One more to go. Tighten the belly as we slowly peel off the mat, pressing those hips nice and high. And then exhale as we press back down. Once we've made it all the way down, feel your spine sink into the mat. And then again, one knee at a time, pull them in close to your body for that hug. Adding in our side-to-side rocks. And then those knee circles to massage that lower back. And reverse. Good, and then just keep the knees in tucked in nice and close. Tightening the belly, press through the back of the rib cage. Let's bring the nose up towards our knees. And as we exhale, we're going to roll all the way up. Once you've made it upright, let's come into our easy cross-leg position. Want to feel our sit bones on the mat, palms open to the sky, backs of the head, hands resting on our knees. And then let your chin drop to your chest and breathe into the back of your neck. Let's inhale, tip the head back, open the throat. Exhale again, chin to chest. Inhale, lift it back, open the throat. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift it back, open the throat. And exhale again, chin to chest. Now roll the left ear towards your left shoulder. Drop the chin down and roll to the right. Drop the chin, let's roll left. Drop the chin and roll right. Once more, drop the chin and roll left. And then drop the chin and roll right. And then just let your chin rest on your chest. From there, let's lift the head back to that neutral place. We're going to rotate so our eyes look over our left shoulder. Come back to the front and let's turn and look the other way. Back to center again. We're going to turn and look. Back through center and we turn and look. And then we're back to center and we're going to let our hands come together at heart center. From there, inhale, open your arms and your heart. Exhale, scoop the belly and round the spine, backs of the hands close. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Once more, inhale, open. And exhale, round. Now let your fingers float down to the mat. Let your shoulders round forward, keeping the head drop down. And then slowly begin to lengthen and open the spine. And we return to seated mountain pose. From there, let's pull the shoulders up into our ears and let them pull down. Pull them up and pull them down. Again, pull up and pull down. Shoulder rolls from back to front. Changing to a little bigger arm circle. We've got some bigger arm circles. And finally some full arm circles. And then a big stretch high overhead. Keep reaching higher with that right hand and let your left fingers lower to the mat. Stretch a little higher, a little higher, a little higher. And then side bend off to the left and come back up. Side bend to the left and back up. Once more, side bend to the left. Let's sweep forward, reach off to the right, come all the way up, and then the left arm rises. Now let the right fingers lower and reach higher and higher with that left hand. Side bend to the right and back up. Side bend to our right and lift. Once more, side bend, sweep forward, reach out, lift up, let the other arm rise up, and let both arms float all the way down. So we'll take one more inhale as we are. Exhale as we soften and transition onto hands and knees. So once we've made it back to hands and knees, got shoulders over hands, hips over knees, tops of the feet on the mat, fingers wide spread, hands turned in slightly, press through second, third, and fourth knuckles on each hand. Sink your navel, lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart, cow. Exhale, round out for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Let's come back to neutral spine. Stretch the right leg behind you, push out through the right heel, and then add that left arm forward, opening your palm towards the sky. Let's come back down and we'll switch. Send the left leg behind you, push out through the heel, right arm forward, turning right palm towards the sky. Exhale, lower, switch, extend and reach. Exhale, lower, switch, extend and reach. Exhale, lower, we're back onto all fours. Now let your big toes come close, knees apart, push back with your tailbone. Let your chest drop through your knees, forehead on the mat. Open your palms towards the sky and really pull back with that tailbone, feeling the stretch going down the sides of your body. Let's come back to our foundational hands. Tuck our toes under and start lifting that tailbone up towards the sky, moving into downward facing dog. So let your head dangle freely through your arms. Feel your rib cage pulling closer to your thighs, and feel the back of your shoulders reaching towards your gluteals. Let's walk our dog a few times, lift and lower each heel individually. Then press both heels down and nod your head yes. Shake the head no. And then just hang out. Now let's inhale our way into plank. So we want to make sure we've got a nice tight tummy, relaxed buttocks, shoulders over wrists. And then exhale your way back up into down dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, return to plank. Now modify to the knees. And on the exhale, let's open the elbows, lower the chest first, then the hips. Now tuck the elbows in. Press through tops of the feet, hip bones, lengthen the spine, rise into cobra. Exhale, elbows open on the way down. Inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. Exhale, open, elbows down. Inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. Push all the way back into extended child's pose. Again, letting the chest drop through the knees, forehead to the mat, palms opening to the sky. While we're here, I want you to scrunch your fingers in, make a fist nice and tight. Spread them out wide. Scrunch in tight. Spread out wide. Scrunch in tight. And spread out wide. And then return to foundational hands. Tuck the toes, and we're back up into downward facing dog. Walking the dog a few more times. Pressing those heels down. Nodding the head yes. Shaking the head no. And then just hanging out in downward facing dog. Let's inhale our way back into plank. Modify if you'd like. Exhale, lowering, elbows open, chest down, then hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, come back up into down dog. Inhale, return to plank. Exhale, lowering. Inhale, lengthen, rising into cobra. In exhale, down dog. One more time, inhaling to our plank. Exhaling, elbows open, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now let's bend our knees like we're going to come onto all fours, but don't quite touch down. And then press back up into down dog. Again, bending the knees, almost touching down. And then return to down dog. Bending the knees, almost touching down, and then all the way down onto all fours. Sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head, open the heart, cow. And let's exhale and round out for cat. Return to neutral spine. Re-extend that right leg behind you, pushing through the heel. Adding the left arm forward, turning palm to the sky. And then let's set the left hand down and step the right foot forward through the hands. So once there, we want to make sure our knee is positioned over our ankle. We're going to press down to the top of our back foot, and then we're going to start lifting up our body, lengthening, opening the spine, and moving into crescent moon. Exhale, folding forward, hands to the mat. Tuck the left toes under, pick up the left knee, and that brings us into runner's lunge. So we want to make sure that right knee is still over the ankle. We've got a long, straight back leg. Our head is lifted. Now step the right foot back and return to plank. Press back up into down dog. And then make your way back down onto all fours. Sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head, open the heart, cow. And then exhale, round out for cat. And then we're back to neutral spine. Sending our left leg behind us, pushing out through left heel, right arm comes forward, palm opening to the sky. And then we'll bring that right hand down and step the left foot forward between our hands, checking to make sure our left knee is over our ankle, pressing through the top of our right foot. Reach to the sky, crescent moon. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee. There's runner's lunge. From there, let's step right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale to our heart. Inhale to the sky. And exhale to the heart. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Lengthen as you fold. Once you're there, inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. And then inhale, we roll back up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, roll back up. Reaching high to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back to plank. Exhale as we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back into plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, rolling up. Reaching to the sky. Exhale to our heart. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Lift the right foot, press back, three-legged dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up, reach to the sky. Exhale to our heart. Once again, inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to our plank. Left leg lifts, we press back into three-legged dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up, reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Now let your arms come long at your sides into standing mountain pose. From standing mountain pose, let's bring hands together at our heart. Start to bend your knees like you're going to sit in a tiny chair. And while you're bending your knees, you're going to pull them closer and closer together, keeping your heart lifted away from your thighs. And then try adding your arms alongside your ears for chair pose. Exhale, let's fold forward, straightening the legs as we go. I want you to feel your ribs resting on your thighs, and then cradle your elbows in the palms of your hands to form a frame, and let your head dangle within that frame. And then as we exhale, fingers release to the mat. Let's step the right foot back and build runner's lunge. Once you have a good sturdy lunge, we're going to push the right heel down, turn our right toes out slightly, and align your left heel with the back of your right heel, and then start lifting up our body. We want to make sure that left knee remains over the ankle. Our body weight is centered equally into both feet. Hip bones face forward, arms overhead. Warrior one. Open the arms wide. Neutralize the spine and begin to hinge forward, bringing us into warrior airplane. And then let's exhale, release our hands to the mat. Return to the ball of your right foot. Step that left foot back into plank. And exhale, lowering down. Elbows open, chest down, hips down. Elbows in as we inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. Exhale, back up into down dog. Inhale, return to plank. Lift the right foot and then press back into three-legged dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes are close, heels apart. Inhale, rolling up. Reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Again, let's bend the knees like we're trying to sit down in a tiny chair. Sinking those hips, pulling the knees closer and closer together. Keeping ribs off of our thighs, adding arms for chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Once there, cradle the elbows, forming that frame, letting our head dangle within the frame, and feeling our ribs resting on our thighs. Exhale, hands release to the mat. Stepping back with our left foot into our lunge. Establishing a good solid lunge and then pushing the left heel down, turning the left toes out slightly, aligning right heel with back of left heel. We're lifting up our body. Keeping right knee over ankle with hip bones facing forward, body weight centered into both feet. Arms extend to the sky. Let the arms open wide. Neutralizing the spine, we're going to hinge forward, bringing us into warrior airplane. Exhale, hands back to the mat. Return to the ball of your left foot. Send the right foot back into plank. Exhale, lowering, elbows open, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra, and then exhale, back up into down dog. Inhale, return to plank. Left foot lifts, and then we press up into three-legged dog. Sending the left foot through the hands, right foot forward as well, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, rolling up, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. And then let's return to standing mountain pose. Take another inhale. On the exhale, begin to hinge forward with a flat back. And we're going to stop once our back is parallel to the ceiling. And then let your arms open wider so you're in airplane arms. And then exhale, let your fingers release to the mat. From there, let's step back with the right foot, returning us to runner's lunge. Now we're going to walk ourselves around so we end up in a straddle facing the wide edge of our mat. Adjusting our feet so our toes are in, heels are out slightly, hands under shoulders. Big inhale to lengthen, look out. And then exhale, let the elbows bend, let your forearms drop, your head dangle down, and breathe. Go ahead and press down into your palms, pushing the arms straighter and straighter. And then we're going to walk that left hand over towards our right big toe. Let's inhale, right arm to the side, and then exhale, revolve at the waist for our twisting straddle. And then exhale the right hand down. And then proceed to walk yourself around into runner's lunge facing your right foot, which means you're facing the back end of your mat. Once you feel like you've established your lunge, we're going to lift upper body into high lunge. And then go ahead and add the arms for crescent lunge. And then let's exhale, bring the hands back to the mat. Once there, I want you to start pushing the left heel down, straightening the right leg, and then lifting up your right toes. Inhale, look out. Exhale, let's sink her deeper down into that right thigh. And then see if you can get your right toes to press back down into the mat. Taking one more inhale. On the exhale, start to rebend the right knee. Return to the ball of your left foot so we're back in our lunge. And then we're going to walk ourselves back around into that wide straddle. Once we've made it there, we're going to lift our heels and lift them up nice and high. And then press down and rock back onto your heels so you're lifting up all of your toes, spread them open nice and wide. And then just let them press down into the mat. Press down into your palms. Inhale, look out, flat back. Exhale, arms open wide, airplane. And then inhale, rise to standing. Once there, palms are open to the sky. We've made it into five-pointed star. Gonna inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward, brush the earth, and then inhale back up. Exhale, let's fold. And inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Once more, exhale, fold. And inhale, rise. And then let's bring ourselves back into 5-pointed star. Let the left arm lower down. It's going to make a nice full circle. Come back into place. And same, right arm lowers down and around and comes back into place. And then from there, turn your palms to face forward and let's bring both hands together. Let's lace our fingers, press our index fingers together. Deepening the stretch across upper back and back shoulders. And then start to lift the arms up towards the sky. So those upper arms essentially frame your ears, but they stay a little bit in front of the ears. Get a little taller out of the waist, add in a slight back bend. And then back to our neutral spine. Bend the elbows so the elbows and the forearms come close together at shoulder level. And then reopen into our star. Now we're ready to turn our left toes to the front end of our mat. Align our left heel with our right arch. When ready, bend the left knee so it comes out over the ankle without pushing past our toes. Got our body weight centered equally into both feet. We're feeling the power of Warrior 2. Extend that left arm a little farther forward. Lift the left, lower the right. Push left palm to the sky for Reverse Warrior. Now start pulling that left leg straighter and straighter without locking. And there's our reverse triangle. And then let's make our way back into our starting position. Now visualize yourself being pressed between two panes of glass. No tipping forward, no leaning backwards. We can only go side to side. So we're going to start to pull that right hip to the right. And we're going to start to reach that left arm away from the right hip. Once we can't go any further in either direction, go ahead and send the left hand low and the right hand high. Keep pressing your right hip a little bit forward, rolling that right shoulder a little bit back. And then see if you can let that left arm just kind of swing so it's not really holding you up. And then let it become stationary once again. Now let's bend the right elbow and press the back of your right hand into your lower back. Keep rolling the right shoulder and elbow open towards the sky. And then begin to bend the left knee. So we can stay in this preparation for bound angle pose, or we can bring the left wrist up and let the right hand grab hold of it, keeping that right shoulder still pointing to the sky. Or we could thread the left hand through the legs, let the hands hook together, rolling that right shoulder open to the sky. As we exhale, let the right hand reach back up. You need to place your left forearm on your thigh or left hand to the mat, opening our extended angle pose. And then let's exhale, revolve the upper body, come back into your runner's lunge. And then let's keep the right hand pressing down. Inhale, left arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at our waist for twisting lunge. Exhale the hand back down. Step the left foot back into plank. Exhale, lowering, elbows open, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And then exhale, we're back up into down dog. Inhale, return to plank. You can hang out there or insert a push-up. And then we're back up into downward facing dog. From there, let's step the right foot forward, coming back into our lunge. And then we're going to push the right leg straight as we're extending the left leg behind us, hip level. Hands form a tripod with our right foot, and there's our tripod balance. We can remain like that or position our right hand so our right thumb is in a straight line with our right pinky toe. Opening that left hip, adding left arm to the sky, takes us into half moon balance. Exhaling, left hand down if it's lifted. Go ahead and step the left foot in. Toes are close, heels apart. Inhale, we roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let your arms return to your sides. Standing mountain pose. So we're going to keep that belly button in nice and tight. Take a big inhale. Exhale and hinge forward, stopping once our back is parallel to the ceiling. And let the arms open wide for those airplane arms. And then let's exhale. Let your hands release to the mat. Once there, let's step back with our left foot into our lunge. And we're going to walk ourselves around so we end up in our wide straddle. Toes are in, heels are out. Press down through the palms. Inhale, look out. And then exhale, let's sink deeper so our forearms come to the mat and our head just dangles freely. And we'll press down through the palms once again. Reach your right hand across towards your left big toe. Inhale, left arm out to the side. And then exhale, revolve at the waist for our twisting straddle. Exhale the hand back down. And then bring the right hand back into place so that we can walk ourselves around into runner's lunge, facing the back end of our mat. So once you feel like you've established a good sturdy lunge, you can lift upper body into high lunge. And then we could add the arms to form crescent lunge. Exhale, let's fold forward, returning hands to the mat. And then we can make our way back around into that wide straddle. From there, we're going to go ahead and rock back onto our heels, lifting up our toes, spreading them open really, really wide. Pressing all of our toes down and lifting those heels nice and high. And then letting the heels press down. I want you to try bending your knees and pulling your tailbone down towards the mat. And then let's push the tailbone back up towards the sky. Press down into your palms. Inhale, look out, flat back. Exhale, arms open wide for airplane. And then inhale, we slowly rise, making our way into five-pointed star. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, brush the earth, and then inhale into our sunflower. Exhale, let's fold. And inhale, sunflower. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sunflower. Once more, exhale, fold. And inhale, sunflower. Let the arms reopen into five-pointed star. Let the right arm lower down, make a full circle across the body and back into place. Left arm lowers down. It makes that full circle around into place. And then rotate palms to face forward. Let's bring both hands together. Fingers lace, index fingers press together. Breathing across upper back and back of shoulders. Letting the arms start to rise so the upper arms frame the head just a little bit in front of the ears. Getting taller out of the waist, going into a slight back bend. And then back to that neutral place. Bending the elbows so the elbows and the forearms come close, and we're keeping those elbows shoulder level. Reopen into our star. Feeling that long reach across the center of your body. Now let's turn right toes to the front end of our mat. Align our right heel with our left arch, but keep your hip bones facing the wide edge of your mat. And then when ready, bending the right knee. So we want to make sure it comes out over the ankle without pushing past our toes. Body weight is centered equally into both feet. Stretch that right arm a little farther forward. Lift the right, lower left. Turn right palm to the sky. Reverse warrior. Now start to pull the right leg straight without locking the knee. And there's our reverse triangle. And let's bring ourselves back to our starting position. Visualizing ourselves being pressed between two panes of glass. We begin to pull that left hip left. We start reaching that right arm farther and farther away from our left hip. Once we can't go any farther, send the right hand low and the left hand high. See if you can let that right arm just swing so it's not holding you up. And then just let it reattach. Reaching ever higher while pressing that left hip forward, rolling that left shoulder slightly back. Now let's bend the left elbow so the back of our left hand presses into the lower back, rolling that left shoulder open. And then we're going to bend the right knee. And we can stay in this preparation pose, or we could try passing that right hand behind us so we grab hold of the right wrist with that left hand. Or we could pass the right hand through the legs, hooking hands together that way. Always rolling that left shoulder open. Now let's send the left hand high and right hand to the mat or right forearm to the thigh for extended angle pose. Exhale, begin to revolve upper body. So that brings us back into runner's lunge. We're going to keep pressing down to the left hand and then inhale, right arm out to the side. Exhale, revolve at our waist for our twisting lunge. Exhale, right hand down. Send your right foot back into plank. Exhale, lowering down, elbows wide, chest down, hips down, elbows come in. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. Lift the left foot, press back into three-legged dog. Step the left foot forward between the hands into runner's lunge. Now I want you to push the right heel down, turn the right toes out slightly, and then start straightening your left leg. And as you do, I want you to lift up your left toes. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper down. And then see if you can let your toes sink into the mat. On the next exhale, start to rebend the left knee. Return to the ball of your right foot, so we're back in our lunge. And then we're going to push the left leg straight as we extend the right leg behind us, hip level. And position your hands so they're forming a tripod with that left foot. And we can remain in our tripod balance, or we can move that left hand so our left thumb is in a straight line with our left pinky toe, allowing us to roll the right hip open, adding right arm to the sky for half moon balance. Exhale, right hand down if it's lifted. Let's step the right foot in, toes are close, heels apart. Inhale, roll the body up, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to our heart. And then let's find standing mountain pose. So in our standing mountain pose, we want to be very aware of the sturdiness of our stance. We've got our toes spread open nice and wide. We can feel our belly button drawing towards the spine, creating lots of power in our core. And we're going to use that power and strength to move into our tree pose. So first thing we do is want to find a focal point for our eyes, fixate on that spot. Then begin to shift your weight into your right foot. Let's bring our hands to heart center and then place our left heel against our right ankle bone. When you feel ready, you can start lifting that foot. And then we can always grow the branches of our tree. And then just let your arms open wide. And then see if you can let the arms come forward. And then let the arms lower down. And let's step that foot down, bringing us back into standing mountain pose. So again, toes spread open nice and wide. Got that focal point. You can feel that belly button tightening. Shifting our weight now into our left foot. Hands together at the heart. Right heel against left ankle bone. When ready, lifting that right foot. Adding branches to our tree. Opening our branches. Seeing if we can bring the arms forward. Letting them lower down. And placing the foot back down. Returning to standing mountain pose. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, open just the arms. We're going to hook our hands together behind the body. Once we've got them hooked together, start to pull downward. Open the heart, open the throat so that your head dips back just a bit. And then let's inhale to neutral spine. Exhale, begin to hinge forward, pulling ribs closer and closer to your thighs. Once there, let your head drop down, lift your arms higher and higher. And breathe. Exhale, let's release our hands. They return to the mat. We'll step back with our right foot and our left foot into plank. Exhale, let's lower down, elbows open, chest down, hips down. Elbows tuck in, inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. You can hang out there or insert a push-up. And then keep right shoulder over right wrist, and let's open for side plank. Modify to the side of your right knee if you'd like. Exhale, come back around into plank. Press up into down dog. Return to plank. Stay there or insert a push-up. And now it's left shoulder over left wrist, turning to open. Again, modifying to the side of your knee if you'd like. Exhale back around into plank. Press up into down dog. Let's walk the dog a few times. Press both heels down. Now see if you can bend your elbows so you end up on your forearms. And this would be our preparation for dolphin. So downward facing dog on your forearms basically. Make sure you're not sinking down into your shoulders. And then from there we're going to walk our feet back so we end up in forearm plank. And then from there, let's ease to our knees, the tops of our feet, melting all the way down. Rest your forehead on the back of your hands. Now let's extend the left arm straight out ahead and roll onto our left side. Once we've made it onto our left side, we're going to bend the right knee. Bring your heel up towards your bottom. See if you can grab hold of your ankle, your foot, or your pant leg, and feel that stretch in that right front thigh. Stay attached to your ankle, foot, or pant leg. Roll back onto your belly. See about stretching that left arm a little farther out, and try lifting that arm and lifting that right thigh. And then let's sink back down. Stretching out arm and leg, long, long, long stretch. And then we're ready to roll onto our right side. And then once there, we can bend the left knee, pull your heel up towards your bottom. Grab hold of your ankle, your foot, or your pant leg, and really breathe into the front of that thigh. Stay attached to the foot as we roll back onto the belly. Extend that right arm a little farther forward, lifting it up, and then lifting that left thigh. And then let's release and stretch out arms and legs. Really, really lengthening, opening our spine. Now let's try bending both of our knees, bringing our heels in close to our bottom. Let your arms come around. See if you can grab hold of your ankles, your foot, or maybe just your pant legs. Once there, think about keeping those toes close together. Lengthen the spine. Try lifting your thighs, lifting that heart. And there's our bow pose. And then as we exhale, let's sink back down, release, and again, stretch your body long and straight. Let's bring the hands in closer to the shoulders. Keep the elbows close as you press down into your palms, lengthen the spine, rising up. And then let's take our time and stretch all the way back, making our way into extended child's pose. Chest between the knees, forehead on the mat, palms open to the sky. Let's pass our left arm through our right armpit, sink the shoulder down and close to the mat as you can. Let your body weight just sink into that shoulder. And then let's bring that arm out and we'll switch. Passing right through the left, sinking the shoulder down. And then we'll bring that arm out. And just one more. Stretching, stretching, stretching. Foundational hands once again. Scoop the belly and round the back. Come up for your cat. Sink your navel, open your heart for cow. And then we're back to neutral spine. Extend through the heel of your right foot, add the left arm forward, palm to the sky. And then try lifting your left foot so it's not helping you balance. And then we'll bring the hand and foot back down. And let's step the right foot forward, but this time let's keep both hands to the inside of the right foot. Right knee stays over the ankle as we start to pull the front of our left thigh towards the mat, allowing us to sink ourselves a little deeper down. So feeling a really deep stretch in the front of the left thigh and the back of the right thigh. And then see about opening the right knee a bit out to the side so you end up on the outer edge of your right foot, and you should feel that stretch going into the hip. And then let's bring the knee upright once again. We can walk our hands back in. And we're back to all fours. Again, we sink our navel, lift our tailbone, lift our head, open our heart cow. And then exhale, rounding and scooping for cat. And then come back to that neutral place. Once there, extend through the left heel, add the right arm forward, palm to the sky. And try lifting that right foot so it's not helping you balance. Hand and foot come back down. Left foot steps forward this time. We want both hands to the inside of the left foot. And then we can start to pull the top of our right thigh towards the mat, allowing us to sink closer to the mat. And all the while we're keeping that left knee over the ankle. We're feeling that deep, deep stretch in the front of our right thigh and the back of our left thigh. And then from there, try opening the left knee out to the side a bit so you're on the outer edge of your left foot, taking that stretch into the outside hip. And then we can bring the knee upright. Let's walk our hands back in and return to all fours. Again, sinking the navel, lifting the tailbone, lifting the head, open the heart cow. Exhale, nice deep scoop for cat. And then we're back to neutral. From there, let's bring ourselves around, have a seat. And let's start with those legs stretched out straight in front of us. Hands on either side of our hips, pressing down into the mat. Push out through the heels of your feet. Feel the top of your head pulling towards the sky. And just sit like you're sitting at attention. And then as we exhale, we'll soften, let the fingers walk forward, pushing back through the tailbone. Let your upper body melt into your thighs. And we're back up. And now we can take the legs out wider. Placing the hands again between the legs. We'll start to fold forward. Think about pulling your belly button down first. If you can get your belly button down, the rest of your body will follow. And then we can walk our hands back in. Let the left hand start to reach towards the left ankle. Send the right hand high and then side bend over. And then let that right arm sweep forward. Reach off to the right, come back up. And let the hand come down. Both hands are going to stretch forward again, pushing back through the tailbone, belly button pulling towards our mat. And then making our way back up. Sending right hand towards right ankle, left hand high, and side stretch. And then let's sweep forward, reach off to the left, come back up. And let that arm lower down. From there, let's pull the legs together. And place your hands, this time just a little bit behind you. So you've got your fingertips pointing right at your butt. You're going to push down through those palms, push out through the bottoms of your feet. Again, we're sitting like we're sitting at attention. Now, while you're doing that, I want you to pull the belly button even tighter and start to press the bottoms of your feet towards the mat, which is going to push those hips up into a reverse plank. And then let's exhale and slowly sink the hips back down. Walk the hands forward, push back to the tailbone, return to that forward fold. And then let's roll up. Next, we're going to bend the knees and place our hands behind our thighs. So feel like you're pulling your shoulders down and away from your ears, keeping that head lifted with a nice long neck. Belly button is tight. We're going to find our balance on our tailbone. We want to make sure we're keeping the spine straight, no rounding or hunching. And then see if we can extend your legs. Go where you can without letting that rounding or hunching happen. And then we can add one arm and the other arm. And then we can slowly begin to press down. Once we're down, push out through your heels. Reach out through your fingertips. Spread your toes out. Spread your fingers out. And then let everything relax. Let's pull that left knee in towards your chest. Feel that nice tight hug. And then let's extend the left leg towards the sky. Walk your hands up as close to your ankle as you can. Then use your left hand to hook your second and third fingers around your left big toe, or maybe just hold your hand on the inside of your left ankle or calf. While you're doing that, put your right hand on your right thigh to remind you not to lift your hip. Pulling the toes forward, we're going to start to open the leg out. We're going to take it as far out as we can without letting that right hip leave the mat. And then open the right arm and look to your right. And then start to bring the leg back up. Once it's back up, I want you to use your right hand to grab hold of the outside of your left ankle. Open your left arm wide to the side and then gently pull that left leg across the midline of the body. And I don't want you to be lifting your left hip very much. I want you to feel that stretch going right up the outside of your thigh, outside of your knee, outside of your hip. And let's bring it back to neutral. Rebend the knee. Place the foot down and slide it out straight. And now we'll switch. So now bring the right knee in. Give it that nice close hug. And then let's extend the right leg towards the sky. Walk your hands up as close to your ankle as you can. So think about pulling toes overhead. And then use your right, second, and third fingers to hook around the toe, big toe. Put your left hand on your left thigh, and while you're continuing to pull the leg forward, we're going to take it out as far as we can. Open the left arm to the side, and we want to take that right leg as far as we can to the right without lifting the left hip or the left shoulder. Good, and then let's bring the leg back up. And now place your left hand on the outside of your right ankle. Open your right arm wide to the side and start to pull that right leg towards and just a bit across the midline of your body without lifting that right hip too much off the mat. And then let's bring it back to neutral. Rebend the right knee into the chest. And then send that leg out. Once both legs are back out, we're going to wrap our arms around, give ourselves a big bear hug. And then change the cross of your arms. And then let's bring both knees into the chest. Do a couple little rocks side to side. And then just hold to center. Let your feet return to the mat, toes in, heels out. Feet a little wider than hips, arms at our sides, palms to the sky. Tightening the belly, lifting up into shoulder bridge. So just like in the beginning, we want to feel the activation in the gluteals, the hamstrings, the abdominals, but not in the knees. No tension in the neck. Pull the left knee in, stretch it straight up to the sky. Flex your left heel, drag the heel all the way to the mat. Slide the foot back into place, still holding our bridge. And then pull the right knee in and stretch it right up to the sky. Flex the right heel, drag it all the way down. And then bring it back into place, lifting those hips just a wee bit more. And then as slowly as you can, melting back into your mat. And once you've made it all the way down and you can feel yourself softly sinking into your mat, one knee at a time to the chest. Knee circles round and round to massage lower back. And reverse. And then that super tight hug into the body. Keep the shoulders relaxed on the mat. Keep the spine relaxed, but really hug those legs in. And then we can rest our feet down. Let the knees start to fall open so the soles of your feet rest together. Whenever you're ready, you can just let your legs extend out. Adjust your body so that you find a place where you're not feeling any tension. You're just able to let your body rest on the mat with no points of pressure. Send away all anxious thoughts. Make a conscious choice to live today with courage, with an open heart, a grateful heart, a hopeful heart, and a kind heart. Spreading kindness to all sentient beings, knowing that every action that you take creates a reaction out into the world on another sentient being. And asking yourself if the choices you make are choices of compassion and kindness. Know that my soul honors your soul. I honor that place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the truth, the beauty, and the peace within you, because it's also within me. In sharing these things, we are united. We are the same. We are one. Namaste. I thank you for joining me this morning. I hope that you feel renewed and ready to start the day. Don't forget to hydrate, lots of sips of water throughout the day. We want to keep our muscles nice and juicy and functioning, as well as our brain cells nice and juicy and functioning. I will be back tomorrow night to let you know what's taking place on Monday. So in the meantime, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay kind. See you soon. Bye-bye.